All right. I'm going to make this. I'm going to tell you some things that has happened to me at work. I work as a cashier in a building lumber hardware store, and oh, the other day, a man came in and he had his had his mask hanging off like this, and he's on his phone, and he also has something he wants to buy, and he's trying to get his mask on. And I tell him, it's okay, sir. I don't mind. Go ahead, leave your mask. It doesn't bother me. No. And so he keeps talking on the phone, and he says, and then I'm gonna go get a COVID test. That really happened to me. And we have a plexiglass. Don't worry. I have a mask on while I'm at work, and so I'm not feared. The next thing that made me remember that once, and it gets a little blue here, blue humor, if you know what I mean. Um, a young couple came into the store, and they were I was taking them out, and there's a nice looking young couple, right? And nice, and she was buying a foot caddy that goes down your door. It's like one of those metal racks that hold a bunch of shoes for you. And so she's, doing all the credit card stuff, and meanwhile I'm looking at, this metal shoe rack, and way down at the bottom is a little kink. And just a little tiny, just a little kink in the. Anyway, I'm thinking, should I tell them it's so little? But I noticed it now, and suddenly I hear her say, "Is there a problem?" And I said, "Oh no, I'm just checking out your rack." Yes, that actually came out of my mouth. So accidentally, all three of us just stone faced went about our business. I was like, move on. It was great. So that happened, and I have some more, and this one gets a little more blue. It's from a previous job working in a pharmacy, and this man comes up, and in front of the pharmacy there's like a bunch of uh, condoms. All the condoms are there, and he's up there. Uh, he's up there. He's like looking, and he goes, and we're all standing around. There's people there, customers, and he finally looks up and goes, "Are these the biggest that you have?" These are all true stories. Speaking of pharmacies, I don't know if you remember back in uh, back in the day. Well, I was in pharmacies for a long time, but they don't do this anymore. But you might remember, maybe you saw this, where the pharmacist would have this big glass jar on the shelf behind him full of pills. These are the pills that fell on the ground or they found in the doors, and they would just, you can't sell them, so you put them in this jar. And somebody asked me, do you? Well, I'm telling them about this true thing. Um, I think at some point when it got full, you got to guess the number of pills, and we count it out, and you get a coupon or something fun. So anyway, I I decided to make a label, you know, to put on the jar, and it was funny because it said "Darn it all."